Hello, everyone. This is Renee, Cobb, and Adam Banks, and welcome to Overtones Live. Welcome to all of our listeners this evening as we are coming to you live from the Radio Lex studios at Grayline Station for a very special collaboration episode of Overtones Live and Off the Cuff with Adam Banks in a series we like to call Over the Banks. So first of all, please join us in welcoming the Lexi nominated ×2 Adam Banks to Overtones Live.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Renee. We are working in concert this evening to bring you Overtones annual Lexington Music Awards preview show number 3, which we have been doing the past 3 weeks. And folks, we have arrived at Lexi Awards Week. The Lexington Music Awards will be held on March the 9th, 2025 at the Singletary Center for the Arts. And folks, we have yet another power-packed house in the studio this evening with a show that celebrates the nominees in the classical, pop, and Americana genre, with a show that also celebrates some of Renee's favorites. And that seems fitting since Renee will be recognized as a Lexi, get this folks, Music Lifetime Achievement honoree on Sunday night. Let's give her a hand for that. So, in essence, she gets to sit back and relax and watch the show this year instead of anxiously being a nominee. Congratulations, Renee.
Thank you so much, Adam. I'm so excited. And that anxiously awaiting, that's overstated because I've sat there in that chair like you're going to sit next Sunday night and anxiously await for the envelope to be opened. But, Adam, we opened the show this evening with a performance by the Lexington Philharmonic with Vivaldi's Concerto for 2 trumpets. And that's something we probably don't hear too much here on Overtones Off the Bank, but we are getting ready to celebrate the classical genre in the first half of the show. And the second half, we play musical genre chairs honoring the pop and Americana genres. But before we do that, first, allow us to bring you our Kentucky music starting lineup for this evening. Adam, as we mentioned before, the show will be a 2-parter. So in part 1, we bring you all 4, yes, folks, you heard that right, all 4 of the nominees in the classical genre for the 2025 Lexington Music Awards. Let's give it up for the conductor of the Lexington Philharmonic and star of the Netflix masterfully crafted 2023 documentary titled Maestra, Melisse Brunet.
Hey! Woo!
Next, let's give a warm welcome to one of the best and most creative pianists and music educators on this earth, but that's not all. He's on faculty at the University of Kentucky School of Music, Dr. Tedrin Lindsay.
Woo! Next up, we have 2 of Renee and Warren's UK School of Music alums who are also in this incredible category that celebrates the best of classical music in Lexington. Please welcome Whit Whitaker and Dr. Dennis Davis and his EKU Guitar Ensemble.
The ensemble.
I got that Knott County education.
That's right.
And in the second half of the radio show, we will welcome Lexington's Rags and Riches and Versailles's Trippin Roots. Let's give them a round of applause.
Yes. So, Adam, we have a lot of music to play and a lot of incredible artists to talk to, so let's get this musical party started. As I mentioned before, we are so honored and blessed with an Overtones Live appearance by conductor Melisse Brunet. Did I say that right?
You did.
Oh, God, that's perfect. Who I had the honor of watching work her beautiful conducting magic last Saturday night at the Singletary Center. And Adam, along with all the wonderful things happening in March, being spring, NCAA tournament, the awards season, it's also International Women's History Month this week and on the entire month. And who better to celebrate this with Maestra Melisse? Melisse, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so pleased to be here.
Awesome. Melisse is one of the subjects in a beautifully told story on the Netflix documentary Maestra. And if you haven't seen it, we're going to invite you to take a look at that a little bit later in the show. So we're going to listen to the trailer from the movie in just a moment. But Melisse, tell us about yourself and how in the world was Lexington so lucky to convince you to spend a part of your musical career in the Bluegrass State?
Yeah, I got really lucky. You know, it's not Lexington, it's me who got lucky here. I was just replacing conductor in May of 3 years ago, and everything went so well with the orchestra and the audience and the board that I was offered the job of music director, which I was absolutely ecstatic of that, and I accepted. And here I am 3 years later, and still loving and enjoying every minute.
Oh, well, we are enjoying and loving every minute of having you here. I'm geeking out big time tonight.
I can tell.
I've been nervous about this all day. I told Adam he might have to resuscitate me after passing out. But Melisse, Warren and Whit and Dennis and myself all studied under the conducting baton of the late Dr. Sarah Holroyd, which I've spoken to you about through Messenger, I believe, in the 1980s. And by that time, she had spent 20 years already at the School of Music preparing UK choristers for performances under the baton of Robert Shaw. And she was also, at the time, only one of two female conductors at the collegiate ranks. Mm-hmm. So, Melisse, when I saw you conduct this past weekend, I couldn't help but think of Dr. Holroyd because she was a whole body conductor. And I feel that you are that way too. You just dance up on the stage. It is just so fascinating. What has been your experience as being a female in this highly competitive field? And are we there yet with a more frequent presence of female conductors here in 2025?
Well, you know, I've always been a female, so I've never been in the shoes of a male to know and to know like, oh, that would have been different. But it's been a very difficult path, and I think the documentary Maestra on Netflix shows it very well, because there was a time where whatever I would do and work so hard because I'm very dedicated, it would never work. I would never get a job. So I was unemployed for many, many years when I was in France, and I've eaten so much pasta in my life. I love pasta. That's a good thing, you know. But it's been a difficult path, but, you know, it's a rewarding one too, because hard work and persistence pay. That's my experience there, and I think it's been changing for women. In the past 5 years, we have more and more, and mostly younger women. So you have a lot of 20 to 30 years old female conductors who are doing a great job, are conducting some of the best orchestras in the world, and things are changing, so that's exciting.
Oh, that is exciting, and we are so glad that you're here to talk about the Lexington Music Awards, and we're going to ask you some questions all as a group in just a little bit. But tonight's Overtones show is also honoring as well a multiple award-winning documentary that we invite you to watch if you haven't already. And Adam, in honor of International Women's History Month, let's run the sound from the trailer Maestra and invite everybody. It is also on YouTube if you want to see the video with it. A film that is on Netflix and was produced by the great David Letterman. That's Worldwide Pants, if you haven't heard that term in a while. And one that Parade Magazine touts as a remarkable, hopeful movie about the power of female friendship and community. And Melisse, we are so happy you've joined us on Overtones for the first time. And thank you for your female friendship and your community as well.
Thank you.
Let's give it up for Melisse.
I was pretty young. I think I was about 9 years old, and I said to my violin teacher, I'm going to be a conductor. And she said, oh, no. Girls can't do that. We have a responsibility to try to make the path easier for future generations.
We selected 14 candidates out of 202 competitors. They will compete in Paris. The entire world is able to see them. There is no doubt that the Maestra competition changes the course of the career.
So whatever you want to wear, you wear it. Whatever you want to do on the podium, you do it.
I don't want to have any regret that I didn't reach my potential.
There's
always said to me, you can't win this competition. I will be most stressed if I pass the first round, because then I'll realize the chance I actually have.
There's a moment that each of these women will have to stand and deliver.
This is how I support my family, and this is who I am.
I didn't think it was going to be life-changing. But then, of course, it was.
The best part of this competition has been the community we created with the girls.
And the first prize winner.
Awesome. And that was the clip from the trailer of this wonderful Netflix documentary titled Meister. And we're going to talk to you a little bit more about that, Melisse. But next up, let's catch up with the very busy Dr. Tedrin Lindsay from the UK School of Music, another nominee in the category of classical music at this year's Lexi Music Awards. Dr. Lindsay, I'm in awe, and my husband can testify to that. We've enjoyed watching you on Grad Night for singing and also on the annual All Tech Holiday Special for many years now. And thank you so much for coming to Overtones. Let's get a round of applause for Dr. Lindsay. Yeah. Let's also hear a clip before we speak with him. This is from just last Christmas, I believe, right? And a favorite performance from John Jacob Niles' I Wonder as I Wonder. want to say,
very much.
I feel like Chris Farley on Saturday Night Live when he was interviewing Paul McCartney, and every question he asked him a question, he goes, "That was awesome." Remember when you were in the Beatles? That was awesome. So remember when you arranged that song?
Yes.
That was awesome. So that's a very simple tune. How do you go about even, writing something like that?
Well, that's a really excellent question. I've known that song my entire life, and Jackie Roberts, who was the John Jacob Niles singer, was one of the first people I met in Lexington, so I came by my love of Niles naturally. And this past Christmas season, people are used to hearing me play my piano-busting rendition of Joy to the World, especially at Celebration of Song, Alltech, and UK Opera's holiday shindig. But it didn't seem like the right thing for this past year. And so as I thought about it and prayed about it, I decided that probably I Wonder As I Wander would be a perfect choice. And I tried to paint what each verse of the old folk song is saying in the piano figurations. And it was meaningful to a lot of people, and it was meaningful to me. I'm so glad that I got a chance to share it with the public again tonight, thanks to you guys. How nice.
I actually am curious, what is your favorite emotion to convey in your music? Is it anger? Is it sadness, happiness?
Rapture. Something just ecstatic and over the top is what I really love, yeah. But, in music, there's room for every emotion, and that's what makes it powerful. And so, really, I appreciate more than any one emotion being able to express a wide palette of experience at the piano, as I'm sure Melisse does too with the orchestra. Yeah.
So, to our listeners, and by the way, he's asked me to call him Tedrin.
Oh, yeah.
But old habits die hard.
Okay.
Yeah, we always had to call our professors the doctor.
Some students at UK call me Dr. Teddy.
I like that, too.
I can't hardly call my teachers by their first name. It's
And
just
Adam is a professor, too.
Yes.
I don't know if I mentioned that.
I am, yes.
Wow, right
Teach
on.
communication.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
My master's is in communication.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
We should talk
Cool.
later.
Yeah, totally.
Well, Tedrin, tell us about your role at UK, as you are what I call a multi-potentialite in all aspects of your career. And you're also from Europe, is that correct?
Well, I was born here in Lexington, but I was raised in
is
Rome,
that
Italy.
right?
And I still go back every summer to work at an opera festival there, which I love doing. But at UK, yes, I'm under the auspices of UK Opera Theatre. And so I work as a vocal coach with all of our singers and as a musical director on our productions. And I actually also make time for a lot of our talented instrumentalists because they need people to play their really hard music, too. I'm talking about you, Miles Osland, and the saxophone studio.
No kidding. Well, you all are all winners already in this community, and the fact that you took time out of your busy schedules to be with us here, it really means so much to us.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you both, while we have you here, what do you think about the Lexi Music Awards recognition of a classical category? What do you think that means to those in the community who have refined their craft in this genre?
I think it's very cool, to have those because a lot of people take part in it, and it gives presence to our field, and it allows to share it more, on the radio, talk about it, and have people listen to excerpts. I think it just brings even more the community together and makes it even more a fraternity. That's something I notice about Lexington. It's very community-based, and there is that spirit of fraternity behind this award that is absolutely magical.
I love it.
I'm just curious, as a conductor, is there any famous conductor out there that you draw inspiration from or that you try to imitate at all?
Absolutely, yeah. Inspiration, definitely. Claudio Abbado was one of my heroes. Pierre Boulez, very different styles, but very inspiring. And you grow up, Carlos Kleiber, wonderful presence on stage. Like, those conductors were just about music, knows music inside out, had very interesting personalities on the podium and off the podium. Yeah.
Yes, I was always a John Williams fan because of all those famous scores he put in his movies.
Not?
Jaws,
Who
Home
is
Alone,
not?
Star Trek,
So true.
Wars.
Yes.
Well, let me ask you, Tedrin, is there anything you're looking most forward to or anyone you're looking most forward to seeing on Sunday night?
Oh, my goodness. Well, first of all, I think it's a beautiful recognition and honor simply to be nominated. I'm sure that Melisse and Dennis and Whit all feel the same way because it just sort of comes unbidden from the community. So it means so much to me. I can hardly express how much it means that we're reaching an audience who cares enough to give back and say thank you for your work. That's absolutely lovely. So I'm really actually just looking forward to soaking up the wonderful atmosphere. But Melisse and I are friends. I'll look forward to seeing her especially.
Are you looking forward to anything special Sunday night?
As Tedrin said it beautifully, and I think it's going to be a very special event with a lot of love. And like in the competition, at the end of the day, all the nominees are just going to have a blast together and people attending as well.
I never understood when people would say, oh, it's an honor just to be nominated. But I understand
Yes,
that.
it's true. Yes, exactly. That's a perfectly well said. Yes, because really you are a winner just by getting nominated because so much comes with that. So many eyeballs get put on your product that never would have been on it until this nomination.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I just want to say that I can't tell you how much this means to me. And Warren, given classical music and a music education is the foundation of literally everything else that my husband and I have accomplished the past 10 years. So please know that we're truly thankful for your service to this community and building some pretty awesome bridges to connect art with the community. And thank you so much for being with us here tonight.
Thank you, Renee. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Adam, we're going to do a little bit of flexibility, pivot, adapting, whatever that word's called.
All right. Well,
as we wait for some people to make it.
Are we going to play a banger here for everybody?
Let's play Rags and Riches, Arrival.
How about
and
that?
we'll escort them into the stage. And thank you so much for being here.
Yes. Here's Rags and Riches, folks.
You're awesome.
We all get down sometimes, buried in the weight of chaos. The sun shines after the storm. Tomorrow's not your yesterday. There's only dreams for the sleeper, living life on the sideline fearful. Come on and set your fire, let it light your desire. Come on now, the temperature's rising. Don't give up, your time is arriving. Rise up above all your fears. Carry yourself, carry yourself. Hold on for the golden days when night has no place. Just a little bit longer now. Carry yourself, carry yourself. Took a few wrong turns down the way. That road led you astray. Turn around, switch your headlights on. Turn around to turn around. Come on now, the temperature's rising. Don't give up, your time is arriving. Rise up above all your fears. Carry yourself, carry yourself. Hold on for the golden days when night has no place. Just a little bit longer now. Carry yourself, carry yourself. Never give up. Come on now, the temperature's rising. Don't give up, your time is arriving. Come on now, the temperature's rising. Don't give up, your time is arriving. Rise up above all your fears. Carry yourself, carry yourself. Hold on for the golden days when night has no place. Just a little bit longer now. Carry yourself, carry
right, that was Rags and Riches you just heard. Oh, man. And, folks, you are in luck because we actually have them in the studio with us right now. They're another fan favorite, and both of the duo, both members of this duo pop group are here, Tanner and Peyton. No stranger to award shows and no stranger to just being seen by so many people and their music heard by so many people. So I would like to just start off by asking you guys, and Tanner, Peyton, it doesn't really matter who answers, but what are you being nominated for this year at the Lexington Music Awards?
So we're nominated for Pop Artist of the Year, and then me and Tanner have individual awards for, I'm nominated for drummer and then male vocalist for Tanner.
Yeah, I know that you guys are having a hard time keeping up with how many nominations that you have. Now, like I said, you're no stranger to award shows, but is there anything in particularly different about getting nominated again this year in maybe a particular category?
I always think it's just like an honor to be in the pop category just because, I don't know, that's just something that we like.
Just never gets old to you. Just never gets old.
Basically, yeah. We feel like that's just like something we strive to be nominated in every year.
Yes. And folks, I do want to mention too that I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but I was a part of the Rags and Riches new upcoming music video.
Yes, he was.
That they got coming out.
You go.
The song, I should know it because I played it in my head 30,000 times before I came. What was the name of the song?
It's called Yes We Will, Mob Squad.
Oh, yes. Tune into YouTube to watch that. That is going to be a fantastic video. Take it from me. That was an amazing thing. And that's going to be out in, what, 2 weeks?
Yep. March 14th.
March the 14th.
Tanner tells me it's the best they've done yet.
I honestly didn't see a false note in their performance. I mean, these guys are actual pop stars. Now, do you, what is your favorite thing about performing? Is it the actual live, just on-stage performance? Is it doing the music videos? Is it going to the studio and recording? What's your favorite type of performance to do in music?
I mean, I like the live. There's like nothing like it. I will say that I did ask the director on the other night when we were shooting that video. He was like, "We only need one more take, really." And I looked at him and I went, two more takes, because I was just enjoying the feel of it. It was like so energetic that I was like, I want to do it again.
What do you like about? You said you like live. What is it about it that you like that the most?
I feed off other people's energy a lot. So I think just with the way we kind of have created the shows and everything, we want it to be like really high energy and getting, the crowd kind of engaged in things. And when they're feeling it, it kind of like enhances everything.
Now, Peyton, as somebody who's been nominated for an individual award, like for Best Drummer, what does that mean to you?
It's really cool. It's an honor. Just, I've been playing drums now for, I guess, going on 17 years.
Now, you won pop group last year.
Yeah.
Have you ever won the drum category?
I haven't.
So looking to put that W in that column.
That's a tough category, too.
That's a tough one.
There's so much good talent.
Oh, yeah.
How long have you been doing the drums?
17 years.
17 years. Yeah. Longer than people have been alive. And no, that's absolutely amazing. Now, also, Tanner, you have been nominated individually, too, not just as a group. How does that make you feel being nominated individually for a talent that you possess?
I mean, I'm super excited about it. That's something like I play guitar and stuff as well, but I've always felt like my vocals are kind of my main thing. I like to play guitar, but I pride myself on the vocals and vocal performance and stuff. So being in that category is just very exciting.
What about outfits? Do you guys know?
Oh, yes. Who you're wearing.
What you're wearing, who you're wearing. Have you figured that out yet?
I actually haven't even picked my outfit out yet.
I know. I'm the same way.
I made my decision last night.
Oh, yeah. Are you going to reveal?
About 5 days early. I'm going with black and silver.
Yes.
Inspired by the red carpet at the Academy Awards.
Okay, that's cool.
But also 25 years is very significant to me in my story, and I picked out silver to represent that.
That's awesome. Cool.
Adam told me, too, that I've worn too much UK blue at the work show, so it might be time to shake it up a
I said that
bit,
in
right?
a subtle way, though. I was
no, it wasn't anything bad at all. I just really, I like that advice that, we've carried that to Hollywood and to Nashville, so we're ready to move on now.
That's what I was saying too. Now, now is something, if you guys had a chance to perform at the Lexi's, which you've done before, I know that whenever you perform, it's different depending on who you perform in front of. I always get more nervous performing in front of peers, people my own age. So being around so many peers in an environment like that where there's so many musical artists, do you constantly, when you're in a place like that performing, do you feel more pressure? Do you feel like you're being judged a little bit harsher because other musicians are watching you play?
I mean, if that's the case, well, and I'm sure that is. I know I'm the same way. Like, I'm way more judgmental, like, just when I'm watching stuff of. But honestly, I'm not like uncomfortable in that situation by any means. I feel like I get like both of us get way more uncomfortable if it's more of like a one-on-one, like if we're performing for like one or two people, more than like a good crowd. It's like you can just blur the faces out and you just give 100%.
And I think Lexington is pretty supportive too, especially the music community. They at least to me, they seem to be supportive in terms of just hyping you up, making you feel like you're wanted and you're welcome. And so I just wondered and was curious if that made you more nervous to perform in front of peers versus just regular old folks that don't really know a thing about carrying a tune. Because I wouldn't be able to tell. Actually, I take that back. I would be able to tell if you were doing a bad performance, but you guys don't. I mean,
Thank you.
You guys, you guys are amazing at it.
Well, I want to thank you both for being here, and
Absolutely.
thank you for taking time. You can hang around here with us. We're going to bring in Trippin Roots, another really great band. But Adam, to transition, and like I said, we're flexing and adapting this evening. Can we put on Rags and Riches Pressure? I'm picking some favorites tonight, so I hope that's okay.
Let's do it.
Let's hear Pressure, everyone.
I'm anxious, hesitating. Do I have what it takes? Will I own this or lose it? I've never wasted a minute, always tried to go get it. I built up my strength, prepared for the sting. Lightning through my veins, and the crowd chant my name. Adrenaline is pumping, igniting the flame. I'm rolling with the punches, finding my way. I got this weight on my back, so I'm setting the pace. When all is said and done, I'll be crowned a legend. The bell's about to ring and I'm feeling up. Pressure, pressure. I'm feeling up. Pressure, pressure. All eyes are on me. Game face, I'm ready. Brutal and vicious. Lord knows I'm ambitious. The epitome of greatness, a ruthless king. I'm rolling with the punches, finding my way. I got this weight on my back, so I'm setting the pace. When all is said and done, I'll be crowned a legend. The bell's about to ring and I'm feeling up. Pressure, pressure. I'm feeling up. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Determined to fight. I got this weight on my back. Determined to fight. I got this weight on my. I'm rolling with the punches, finding my way. I got this weight on my back. I'm feeling that.
Hello, everyone. That was Rags and Riches with Pressure, Pressure. And that's the way that I think a lot of people are going to be feeling, right, this week?
Absolutely.
I think there's a lot of pressure going on this week.
Pressure.
But please, everybody, try to enjoy your week. It's a great celebration. And we have done the musical chairs again, Adam.
Yeah,
There we go.
Yeah, we have. We've got a crop of new faces already in the studio. Yeah, but you know what? You made a good point there. We do need to sometimes just enjoy the moment, and being nominated, sometimes we ignore the fact that there's joy involved in that. So I do think that it's important for us to slow down and just enjoy being nominated, just enjoy the process.
Absolutely. And I was just going to mention, we now have Trippin Roots, and we've been able to have Trippin Roots on the show for 11 times.
Wow.
This is time number 11 at 6 different locations over the
Lucky
past
number
8 years.
11.
They mean so much to me, and I love you all, and congratulations on all of your success.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
So let's talk about, we're getting everything set up for a live performance. How close are we to that?
Very close. We should be good.
Oh. So let's just start off this segment with your song, and you're going to play something that's kind of new in your library, right?
Yeah. Unless you wanted us to go ahead and do Redefine for you.
Okay, can we do that?
Yeah,
let's
we'll
do that. I'm sorry, I'm partial.
Don't be sorry.
Name your capo.
And then,
This is exciting.
Yeah,
I love
I do
in-studio
too. I do
performances. I love it.
This is amazing. Thank you guys for doing this for me.
It's like a free concert.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. We've gone from classical to pop, and now we're going to Americana.
Yes.
So this song has a very important significance to me, and I would think also for all of the musicians that are going to experience the award, says there's no need to redefine yourself. So we'll all just stay the same for the sake of this weekend, right?
and Renee, I love your love for this song. I do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah. We can add this to this video collage we've been making from these performances.
Love that collage too. Over the years. Go on now. Try to talk yourself down. A silent crowd. We're waiting to be found. And I just can't take the stand and say what I saw. No open mouth. We're waiting for the fall. I said what I meant to say. I don't think they regulate anything that we do now, and there's no time to redefine ourselves. What we've got is what we put on the shelf. We hold on hope, we swim in self-doubt. We're trying to float, I won't let that fire burn out. No, 'cause I said what I meant to say. I don't think they regulate anything we do now, and there's no time to redefine ourselves. What we've got is what we put on the shelf. The cost, it's much too high to feel regret. And hard got is what we put on the shelf. Oh, and the cost gets much too high to feed regret. And hungry is the heart that keeps running back. It keeps running back.
Perfection.
That was wonderful.
Oh my gosh, guys, thank you so much.
It felt like I was watching the closing of like a Yellowstone episode.
Oh, it could so be Yellowstone music. We need to work on that.
That's like Yellowstone music, yes.
It is. Or any other Taylor Sheridan show.
What was that one, Landman? Yeah, I could.
Oh, yeah. Landman would be good.
like Landman.
That'd be a good score.
Better than. I think that's better than.
Some dap here, bud.
What's it called? Yellowstone. Yeah, you left me hanging there.
Yeah, so thank you guys for being here. They've got their guitars with them, so I'm going to have them play another song while we're here. But I want to ask you first.
Yeah.
You all, you're no strangers to the Lexi Music Awards scene. This is not your first rodeo.
No.
Well, what have you won in the past, and what are you nominated for this year?
Best Americana.
Best Americana.
Genre, yeah.
And they've won that category a couple of times too, have you?
Yes, yeah.
3
a couple times.
3. Also, the winners of the Appalachian Arts and Entertainment
Yes, that was
Awards
also a
in
great time.
2023. Also a great time. We need to get them down to Nashville.
Yes, would love it. Yeah.
So, each time I'm sure is sweet. Is this sweeter than any others? That just getting this multiple nomination again?
I don't know.
Are we in multiple categories?
Are we?
Or are you talking multiples like being here multiple times?
Just being multiple nominated so many times is there anything?
And also winners.
Is there anything?
True.
I
love all my children.
Right. Yes. There's not one that you like more than the other.
No, it's just great to be a part of it, and just super thankful to be nominated again. That's great.
Yeah. And honestly, every time we have one, I've been like, what? Uh-oh.
Yeah. I know. It's like, people actually do like my music. They do listen to my music, yes.
Well, we're going to ask you the same question we've asked everybody that's sat in your seat. We actually had Molly's Midnight Villains in these.
We did.
We had punk.
They killed it.
They were really good. So this is a really good performance area of the room, isn't it? Let me ask you, what are you most looking forward to, or who are you most looking forward to seeing or hearing or doing this year on Sunday night?
Just everyone, really. It's always a good just catching up. And
I'm gonna do a shout out to my boy John. Is it John Thomas Moore? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna shout him out in the
I'm
same
excited
category.
about him. He's got a killer voice. We did a show with him late last year, and it was killer.
Bumper crop of new nominees this year.
Oh yeah.
And so, anybody else here looking forward to seeing, or what do you like most about this environment? Because a lot of people mention that, Sunday night's not typically a gig night, so it's one time that everybody can kind of be in the same room.
Yeah, well, we don't get to see each other a lot, like everyone's playing at the same time.
We call it the musician's folly.
Yeah, so it's nice to just catch up, and everyone's like gassing each other up too. It's really nice to,
Oh, that's just...
It doesn't feel like, there's no like feeling of competition or anything necessarily.
Yeah.
It's just patting each other on the back and big hugs and, just having a good old time.
Have you figured out what you're going to be wearing at this award show?
Who are you wearing?
I don't want to say.
Oh,
but
okay, it's a surprise.
Yeah, it'd be some version of a Canadian tuxedo.
Oh,
word. Yeah. I haven't talked to him about it yet. As well.
What's that mean?
Denim on denim.
I'm fascinated, though.
Yeah,
I cannot wait to take pictures.
If I can find a denim vest, I'll get that.
I love to take pictures
Jeans,
at this
jeans,
event. Make
shirts.
sure if you're
Get you a
coming,
denim vest,
make
huh?
sure
Jean
you
boots.
just pull out the camera and take pictures of everything.
Yeah.
So, guys, you all have been very busy in the studio, and you also
Yes.
have something new to play for us.
Yeah.
And thank you for accommodating my multiple requests for Redefine. But what do you have for us next?
This one's called Good Enough for Me.
Oh, I love
It's
it.
one of the 3 new ones we have recorded, and yeah, we'll talk more on plans to release that stuff. But yeah, this is Good Enough for Me.
Okay, here's Trippin Roots. Good enough for me.
She's in the other room, I should probably go and get her. 'Cause things will get worse before they get any better. Tears trickle down her two-faced vanity. Oh, I'm putting up a fight to keep a little bit of sanity. Well, everything's in place, but it's packing up soon. We'll both be drunk by the afternoon. Another day might have been fit for saving. A million-mile reason for misbehaving, but I come around for you, baby, even if I don't want to. Fighting for myself, I don't need nobody else. You don't have to save it for the morning time. Pour it on, I've got a good appetite. I don't need a sign, I don't need a warning. Just give it all till it's good enough for me. She's in the other room, I should probably go and get her. But she ain't never gonna let me forget her. Coffee table 357. Oh, I'm burning in hell, staring up at heaven. But I come around for you, baby, even if I don't want to. Fighting for myself, I don't need nobody else. Throw rocks while I'm turning my stones. Your words have been what's breaking my bones. You don't have to save it for the morning time. So pour it on, got a good appetite. I don't need a sign, I don't need a warning. Just give it all till it's good enough for me. Ooh, it's good enough for me. Ooh, it's good enough for me. Don't worry about me, why don't you take care of yourself? Oh, it's good enough for me. Yeah, it's good enough for me. Well, I could take it from here.
fantastic. We all can't clap because everybody's got something in their hands.
That
So
was-
give 'em a round of applause.
Thank you.
Man, that's just the perfect type of music to listen to on a summer night by a fire with your friends, hanging out. Even during the fall, winter, it don't matter. I could listen to that all day, every day. Really good job, guys.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yes.
So, do you have another one for us as we close out the show? We're going to wait a little while, but I just wanted to see if you got anything in your repertoire.
Conjure up something.
We're not going to close this out yet, though. I've got a very important question to ask.
Alrighty.
Prepare your speech in advance or play it by ear?
Play it by ear, but think about it.
Play it by ear with key points.
Yeah, bullet points. Yeah.
Even if
You
I
know,
wrote it down, I wouldn't read it. I mean,
yeah.
They say like preparing your speech is bad luck, but I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think,
Public
Adam?
speaking
Adam's
rattles
got
me,
Adam's going to have 2 shots of victory.
2 shots.
2 shots.
I wish my students would listen to your advice because I teach speech and they like to get up and read. Just not make bullet points. They just like to read a lot of the times.
Yeah.
I think the best thing to do is exactly what you said. Kind of have an idea of what you want to say, bullet point, kind of write. Maybe you can write something down to trigger what you want to say next. I was watching the Oscars the other night. I don't know if you guys did, but
Yeah, I watched some of it,
some people took notes up there with them. I don't know. For some reason, I always find that a little tacky when people...
There wasn't very much of it this year, but there was, I think, 2.
When people do bring something, because it kind of shouts that, oh, I knew I was going to win, so I wrote a speech. I want people to think that I had no idea. Now, Renee is going to be able to give like a, 5-10 minute speech? Yeah. That's one of my favorite things I'm looking forward to, because you're so just elegantly spoken.
Pressure's on.
Yeah.
Yes. But,
And Adam's told me not to write anything either, so the challenge is on, right?
Well, my show's called Off the Cuff.
I know, and I will just say that he is responsible for me being able to be off the cuff more often than I used to. And like I said, my key point's probably going to be about playing it by ear. I only have one that works, so I will be playing it by one ear. But
that's hilarious.
How about Adrian Brody the other night when they started playing the music while he was speaking?
Yeah.
And then he said, "Turn off the music. I'm not done yet."
Oh, yeah. I got a clip of that. I didn't
So
see
then
it.
it was like he gave the longest speech in the history.
Is that right?
Yes, 5 minutes and 40
I
seconds.
thought it was a little rude. Because I thought, okay, if he's going to just have 30 seconds more to say, just say it. But he went on with this 3-minute speech that made no sense.
Maybe he was in contact with the Guinness people. Right? He was setting a world record.
Or maybe he had a bet on the over-under of how long his speech could go. There
you go.
You know how
Oh,
people
yeah,
do
that's
the
involved.
national
He
anthem
could have
that
been
way.
in Vegas.
Yeah, I love it. I thought it was a great show. I mean, it's been not so great in the past.
Wasn't as good as the Will Smith year?
No.
Because that was entertaining.
But I thought the music
Oh
was
my
very
God.
good. I did miss the best songs not being played, all of them this
Yeah.
year, but I just thought the opening was just fantastic with
Conan.
Brian and
Yeah.
and Conan did a great job, and the Wicked cast did a great job. A lot of surprises
That was
this year, but
powerful.
we may have a lot of surprises this year.
Yeah,
on
somebody
Sunday, too.
may even get on the stage and slap somebody at the Lexington.
That would be great.
If we win, I'm going to get on the stage and slap that.
Well, guys, thank you again so much for being here. Dennis Davis and the EKU Guitar Ensemble must have gotten hung up in the traffic.
I know, I
But
hope
we are
they're
going to
okay.
make a commitment to have them on the show and give them a lot of time to perform because he's got 12 guitarists in this ensemble, and we're hopeful to see them. And we'll have you all back on that show, too. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
So, Adam, I guess it's sadly time to say goodbye to all of our family, MSC, KUI, MOUSC. It's a wrap, okay? Let's call it a wrap tonight for this Over the Banks Lexington Music Awards preview show number 3, featuring some of the best of classical pop and Americana for the 2025 Lexi Awards to be held on March 9th. We thank all of our guests for being here this evening and invite you to listen to all of these songs on all platforms. And until next week, this is Renee and Adam. We're working in concert each and every week to bring you the best this great state of Kentucky and the Appalachian region has to offer its music fans. And we're going to remind you, as we do every week, that when words fail, music speak. How about we have that music speaks one more time, guys? Got one to play us out? And thank you. Let's give it up for Trippin Roots.
Woo!
got and get what's owed. And babies don't come from the store, make jewelry out of spoons and forks. And talk about California, said I can move to California if I want. Had attended to the farm, Grandma sat with a spool of yarn, a couple ratted twins roughing in the yard. Well, the boy he'd rather paint than plow, the girl did whatever she knew how to get by in an old name town. Say the hour kid that doesn't need no money, tell you what you got, get what's owed. And babies don't come from the store, making jewelry out of spoons and forks. And talk about California, said I can move to California if I want. And what I said, what I did, I'm still an Iowa kid. I've been, what I've done, I'm still my daddy's son. Say that the Iowa kids, they don't need no money. Say what we got, get what's owed. And babies didn't come from the store, making jewelry out of spoons and forks. Talk about California.